In a quiet suburban neighborhood filled with friendly faces and blooming gardens, the air buzzed with excitement as a teen named Jake prepared for a special afternoon. With summer in full swing, he had convinced his dad to help him install a shiny new basketball hoop in their driveway. Jake could hardly contain his enthusiasm as he envisioned hosting games with friends, practicing his shots, and even dreaming of slam dunks just like his dad used to do on the NBA courts. As the sun shone brightly overhead, Jake's dad, a former NBA player with a kind smile and plenty of stories to share, assisted him in securing the hoop. Neighbors passing by waved and cheered them on, creating an atmosphere of joy. Jake's heart raced at the thought that this simple installation would bring everyone together for fun-filled afternoons. Unbeknownst to Jake, not everyone was thrilled about the new addition. Karen, a meticulous resident known for her strict adherence to community rules, frowned from her yard as she watched them. To her, the basketball hoop clashed with her vision of community aesthetics. Little did they know that this moment would spark unexpected events that changed everything in their neighborhood forever. For now, though, all Jake felt was the thrill of anticipation. He couldn't wait to shoot some hoops. As Jake's excitement filled the neighborhood, a shadow loomed over the joy. Karen, a longtime resident, peered through her perfectly trimmed hedges with a disapproving scowl. Known for her strict adherence to community rules and a self-appointed guardian of neighborhood aesthetics, Karen believed that every house should look like a scene from a magazine. To her, the newly installed basketball hoop was an eyesore, disrupting the neat and orderly appearance she cherished. Determined to take action, Karen grabbed her clipboard and made her way to the local homeowners association, HOA, meeting. She knew she had the power to voice her concerns and believed that rules were in place for a reason. As she entered the room filled with fellow residents, she outlined her objections passionately, citing how the hoop could lead to noise, chaos, and unruly behavior. Imagine the children running wild. It clashes with our community's image, she declared, her voice echoing through the hall. The other members listened attentively, some nodding in agreement while others exchanged doubtful glances. Karen felt confident that her concerns would lead to the removal of the hoop. Little did she know that her actions would ignite a wave of support for Jake and his dream of basketball-filled afternoons, setting off an unexpected chain reaction in their community. Jake's dad, Mr. Thompson, had always been a source of inspiration for his son. As a former NBA player, he brought a wealth of basketball knowledge and enthusiasm to their home. Growing up, Jake had listened to countless stories about his father's thrilling games and unforgettable moments on the court. Mr. Thompson's eyes sparkled with excitement as he recalled the camaraderie of playing alongside other athletes who shared his passion for the sport. Understanding how much basketball meant to Jake and the community, Mr. Thompson was determined to make the new hoop a symbol of unity. He envisioned weekends filled with laughter, competition, and friendships formed over the love of the game. While Karen saw the hoop as an eyesore, Mr. Thompson perceived it as an opportunity to strengthen community ties. Motivated by this vision, he began planning a block-wide basketball tournament to celebrate their shared love for the sport and counteract Karen's complaints. He believed that if they could come together as neighbors, they could showcase not only their skills on the court but also their ability to support one another in the face of adversity. With every passing moment, he felt excitement building within him. He was ready to rally the neighborhood and show them that basketball could bring everyone together. With a determined spirit, Mr. Thompson began organizing the block-wide basketball tournament that would soon change everything. He envisioned a vibrant day filled with games, laughter, and community spirit. To make it a success, he reached out to neighbors, inviting families to join in the fun. Flyers decorated with colorful basketball graphics went up around the neighborhood, and excitement quickly spread like wildfire. As the tournament date approached, Jake could barely contain his joy. He helped his dad set up the basketball court in their driveway and practiced his shots, imagining playing alongside friends and neighbors. With each passing day, more families signed up to participate, and a buzz of anticipation filled their street. Mr. Thompson had a knack for bringing people together, and he encouraged everyone to bring snacks, drinks, and their best competitive spirit. The tournament promised to showcase not just basketball skills but also the community's shared love for the sport. On the day of the tournament, the sun shone brightly, setting the perfect backdrop for a friendly competition. Neighbors gathered, laughter echoed, and teams were formed as they warmed up under the clear blue sky. It was a vibrant scene that contrasted sharply with Karen's dreary complaints, reminding everyone of the joy sports could bring, a true celebration of unity over division. As the tournament kicked off, the excitement in the air was palpable. Families flocked to the Thompsons' driveway, some with snacks while others brought colorful banners to cheer for their favorite teams. Children darted around, dribbling basketballs and practicing their shots, while parents mingled, sharing laughter and stories. The community had truly come together, united by a love for the game and a spirit of friendly competition. Jake beamed with pride as he saw his neighbors engage with one another. It was everything he had hoped for and more. The sound of sneakers squeaking on pavement mixed with cheers and playful banter created a lively atmosphere that drowned out any lingering negativity from Karen's earlier complaints. With each game, teams showcased their skills, and the energy lifted everyone's spirits. Mr. Thompson took charge as the enthusiastic announcer, encouraging players and adding playful commentary that kept everyone entertained. Spectators shouted encouragement and applauded impressive shots, creating a sense of camaraderie that brought smiles to many faces. Even as Karen watched from a distance with her arms crossed and disapproval etched on her face, the joy radiating from the tournament was undeniable. The event turned into a powerful reminder of how sports could unite people, illustrating that love for the game surpassed any objections or differences in the neighborhood. Following the success of the basketball tournament, the HOA called an urgent meeting to address Karen's complaints about the hoop. The room, usually filled with calm discussions, buzzed with energy as residents shared their experiences from the tournament. Many spoke passionately about how it had brought them together, sparking new friendships and a sense of community that had been missing. Karen sat at the back, arms crossed and frowning, as neighbors relayed stories of laughter and joy they had experienced during the event. "This is what our neighborhood should be about," one resident exclaimed. "We can't let a single complaint overshadow the happiness we found together." As more voices joined in support of Jake and his dad, it became clear that public sentiment was shifting in favor of allowing basketball hoops in their driveways. The atmosphere in the room transformed from one of tension to one of hope and excitement as residents began discussing possible changes to HOA rules. A proposal emerged to create a new set of guidelines that balanced aesthetics with community enjoyment, allowing for basketball hoops while maintaining the neighborhood's charm. This new approach would promote unity instead of division, a direct response to Karen's objections. As discussions continued, Mr. Thompson felt proud knowing that his vision for bringing everyone together was starting to take shape at a larger level. After much discussion and deliberation, the HOA finally reached a consensus on how to move forward regarding basketball hoops in the neighborhood. The positive impact of the recent tournament had clearly resonated with many residents, and they recognized that fostering community spirit was essential for a happy neighborhood. Mr. Thompson's efforts had not only showcased the joy of basketball but had also highlighted the importance of togetherness. During the meeting, several members proposed a new set of guidelines that would allow families to install basketball hoops in their driveways while ensuring they adhered to specific aesthetic standards. This compromise was welcomed by most, as it balanced Karen's concerns with the community's desire for fun and camaraderie. As the proposal gained traction, cheers erupted among those present, celebrating what felt like a victory for unity over division. Even Karen, who had initially been so vocal about her objections, appeared contemplative. Perhaps she could see how the love for the game had brought everyone closer together. The HOA officially voted to modify its regulations, marking a significant shift in community policy. Residents were thrilled at this newfound freedom, and families began planning where they would place their hoops. With excitement buzzing in the air, Jake felt proud knowing that his small dream had sparked such a big change in their neighborhood. As the tournament unfolded, an unexpected twist emerged when Karen, feeling compelled to prove her point about safety, decided to join a pickup game. Despite her earlier complaints about basketball being a nuisance, she thought participating might show that she could handle the sport responsibly. With determination in her eyes, she stepped onto the makeshift court amidst cheerful cheers from neighbors who had witnessed her objections. Jake and his friends were surprised but curious as they watched Karen approach. "This is how we learn," she announced, trying to sound confident. The kids exchanged glances, half amused and half intrigued. In her mind, she believed that if she played and demonstrated good sportsmanship, it would help quell any fears about basketball's impact on the community. However, as the game progressed, Karen struggled to keep up with the younger players. When it was her turn to shoot a basket, she went for a layup but lost her footing and tumbled onto the pavement with a loud thud. Gasps echoed from the crowd, followed by laughter as Jake's friends rushed over to help her up. Though embarrassed and sore, Karen couldn't help but laugh at herself too. This moment, quickly captured on video by a neighbor, went viral online, turning into an instant meme that showcased her tumble in a light-hearted way. Ironically, it brought even more people together as they shared their favorite moments from the tournament along with Karen's hilarious slip-up. As the game progressed, Karen's confidence began to wane. She was determined to show everyone that she could keep up, but the playful banter and swift moves of the younger players made it difficult. Finally, it was her turn to take a shot. With all eyes on her, she positioned herself, attempting a layup with the kind of enthusiasm she hoped would impress her neighbors. However, in her eagerness, Karen misjudged her balance. As she jumped for the basket, her feet slipped on the pavement, and she tumbled hard to the ground with a loud thud. A collective gasp of shock filled the air, quickly followed by laughter as spectators registered what had just happened. Her fall was unexpected and comically out of place in the otherwise lively atmosphere. Jake and his friends rushed over to help her up while stifling their giggles. Even Karen couldn't suppress a chuckle as she brushed herself off, face flushed with embarrassment but accompanied by a hint of amusement at her own mishap. Little did she know that a neighbor had captured the moment on video. As footage of Karen's tumble spread through social media, it quickly became an instant meme, much to the delight of the community. Instead of dampening spirits, it added a humorous highlight to the tournament, bringing even more laughter and camaraderie among families who shared their favorite moments from the day. As the video of Karen's fall circulated online, it quickly caught the attention of social media users everywhere. What had begun as an embarrassing moment for her transformed into a source of laughter and amusement for countless viewers. The footage showcased her enthusiastic attempt at a layup followed by an unexpected tumble, capturing both the surprise of the crowd and her light-hearted reaction. Memes began to flood various platforms, each one adding a humorous twist to the original incident. Creative captions accompanied images of her fall, turning Karen into a viral sensation almost overnight. People from all over chimed in with their own jokes and edits, making light of the situation and celebrating the spirit of fun that the tournament had inspired. The unexpected fame brought a wave of support from those who appreciated her willingness to join in on the fun, even if it didn't go as planned. Karen became a symbol of community spirit, showing that everyone could embrace a little silliness. The laughter surrounding her mishap further united the neighborhood, as families shared the memes and discussed the tournament, which had already brought them closer together. Instead of feeling isolated by her earlier complaints, Karen found herself at the center of a joyful movement, a testament to how humor can bridge divides and create lasting connections among neighbors. As the dust settled after the tournament and Karen's unexpected fame, the neighborhood reflected on the incredible journey they had experienced. What started as a conflict over a basketball hoop had blossomed into a celebration of community spirit and togetherness. The event not only changed the HOA rules but also reshaped perspectives, showing everyone that sometimes, breaking strict norms can lead to positive transformations. Residents realized that their differences, once seen as barriers, could be bridged through shared experiences and laughter. Families who had previously kept to themselves now mingled freely, sharing stories and creating new bonds over their love for basketball. The tournament had ignited a sense of belonging that resonated deeply within the community. Karen, once viewed as an antagonist, found herself embraced by her neighbors who appreciated her willingness to join in on the fun despite her earlier objections. She learned that sometimes being part of something larger than oneself brings joy and connection, lessons she hadn't anticipated. With new regulations in place allowing basketball hoops and a renewed sense of camaraderie among residents, the neighborhood looked forward to many more tournaments and gatherings in the future. Ultimately, this one event served as a reminder that community spirit can triumph over strict rules, encouraging everyone to come together for shared happiness and unity.